Hey, what's up, Warrior World? What is going on? I felt compelled to jump in here and serve you all a little bit this morning based on some serving that I watched that was going on in the world here. So hang tight. I'm going to get a whole bunch of you in here right now. And then we'll get started on some information here that I have on my mind for some of you this morning. All right, awesome. Make sure you guys will help me out. Everybody else go connect someone else in here this morning that's in the world. Just kind of hit a button and get them over here. What's up, Michelle? Good morning. My beautiful wife, good morning. Jeff, what's happening? Scott, Robin, Bill, what's going on? Corey, Dwayne, Brian, man, Trevor, what's happening, everybody? Thomas, Sylvia, Denise, good morning, everybody. So first, let's get first business out of the way here. What am I doing? Where am I going, right? Well, I'm heading to the hospital this morning. My dad is back in the hospital again. So he came in yesterday, probably should have been in a couple days ago, and he just has heart problems. So any of you that just right now, just post if there's a little energy sign or something, or blast of energy, just hit a little button there or something, and we'll send Dad energy while we go up here and find out what is going on today with his heart. We'll find out what's going on there. So everybody just think about him a little bit today. I am bringing him something that I thought about today. I thought just to occupy his mind, I'm bringing my dad a book, an empty book, and I want him every day just to write some of his world lessons, leadership lessons. And I thought this would be a great way for him to get stuff out of his mind and also not be bored out of his mind there. So we'll see if Dad takes on to my exercise, and then someday I'll take these and I'll put them in one of my books for him to honor him for all the lessons that he taught me. So I thought that'd be cool today to do that. So we're gonna go hang out. My sister was there really late last night, which I always appreciate that she was there, because she takes a lot of that on. Even though I'm not happy with everything she does, she was there till after midnight last night, making sure he got located, and I told her I'll get up there this morning. So let's talk about a little bit about, and it probably plays into this a little bit, guys. It probably plays into this a little bit. And please, I gotta ask everybody a favor. If I am driving today, it is the only way that I was able to get this done for you. If this bothers any of you that I am driving while I do this, do me a favor, send me a private message, and I'll just, I'll move you out so you don't see it. Or I'll do my best not to do it. But I want to get you the information, and I have hands-free devices and stuff. But if that is something that bothers you, send me a private message and we'll address it together. Is that fair? Give me a thumbs up if that is fair. Otherwise, the whole world is talking to somebody on a phone, hands-free or something, talking to your guys, talking to your wife while you're driving. So I feel that I'm not doing anything different or unsafe than anybody else. So let's dig into my thoughts. My thoughts are two things. One, you know where they say where there's a will, there's a way? I am such a strong believer of where there's a will, there is a way. Because, you know, when you want something bad enough, the only thing that could hold you back is you don't know any better of what to do for the next step. That's it. You could have massive energy, which I'm going to tell you most of the time, people that are not getting whatever they want, they don't have massive energy. And Jude's post kind of struck this for me, made me think of this, because everybody was so kind in Warrior World and they help everybody out. And I get it. Like, and please understand, this is not about, which I got a ton of warriors on here right now. This is not about getting you to a service business edge event. the thing that's different is I'm not ever here to sell anybody on me. I don't need to sell anybody on me. I just sell you on yourself of stepping up to a stronger level. And I don't care how you step up for yourself. You just got to step up yourself to a stronger, braver level. And again, I don't care if you go, look, there's other organizations, great. If they serve you and it helps you step up to a stronger level, man, go do it. There's tons of coaches and consultants. I just want to deliver you a message from my side because maybe it's a compelling enough for you to listen and go, okay, now I'm going to move forward. So a common thing is people say, I would do that if I could, if I had the money. And I don't understand that because it's not money that does everything, right? I mean, look at bartering alone. Like years ago, there was a guy, he was a big coach in Nexstar. If anybody's in Nexstar, he's still there. He's a coach there, I think, and a trainer, Dan Friesen. And he went out and started his own company. And he's like, well, I don't have the money to wrap the truck and blah, blah. I said, so who wraps the truck normally? And he goes, well, this company would do it. I said, well, why don't you just go have a conversation with them and say, hey, if you wrap the truck, I could do this for you. I think it was a week or 2 weeks later, boom, he had a wrap truck and he bartered out stuff. So if you think about this, I always look at it from like I'm amazed that, and there's a ton of warriors in here. I'm amazed that maybe some of you do, but most of you I don't think do it, that you don't get co-op paying for your warrior investment, or co-op paying for, they're giving co-op to pay for a stupid postcard with their branding on it. Why? Matter of fact, why don't you do this? Why don't you tell them, hey, I will go to the program and I'll wear your shirt. I'll wear a Lennox shirt. I'll wear something like that. My wife is sending me a ton of attachments. So either she has to tell me, like, look at that now, like type in this, look at that now, or don't look at that now. Because if my wife's sending me stuff, then normally that would mean look at something. So babe, if you want me to look at something, type it in there. What's up, Jonathan? And so if you think about this here, about just being creative and saying, hey, I really want to go to this training. Can you support me? Can you support me by, now Rob's texting me, can you support me by allowing me to go to this training and use co-op dollars, and I'll market for you. I'll be the supporter for you. Like, that's one way. The other thing is co-op dollars just allow me to go. Another thing is everybody has something that they don't need right now. What's up, Daniel Wesley? What's up? Everybody has something they don't need right now that they're holding on to for dear life. Like, I can tell you how many people, because in the trades, most tradespeople, we're into guns and stuff, right? We're gun owners. Like, most people are like, nah, I know that training could buy me like 500 guns, but nah, I'm not going to let go of that AR. I'm just not going to do it. Like, what if I need it tomorrow? Well, yeah, if you're broke off your ass and got to go live in the woods, you're definitely going to need that damn thing. You're definitely going to need that damn thing tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna. So the question is, do you really not have the ability to do something? And forget about, this was triggered by someone wanting to come to a Service Business Edge event that feels that either they can or they can't afford it, whatever the thing is. And I always say it's not that. It's not that. Because immediately I go to their Facebook page, anybody, and this is not about Jude, it's a lot of people. I'll go there and I'll look and I'm like, yeah, they can't afford to go, they're eating at Steakhouse 85. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Can't afford to go, they're on a vacation in the Bahamas. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Can't afford to go, they just bought a dually truck. I'm like, that makes no sense. So it's more about making decisions that make damn sense. People look at myself and my wife, and I'm sure they look at us and they're like, okay, big shots. You've been mortgage free since you're 28 years old. I mean, that's 20 years mortgage free. Why? Well, because I didn't spend outside our ability, and I valued living with less stress more than I valued living with material things. And I also don't need the significance from anybody. I don't need you to say, oh, he lives in a mansion. I'm so happy for you. I love you so much. You're in a mansion. I don't need that from people. What I want people to see from me and my family is, wow, that's a loving family. Wow, those people, like, yeah, they're smart. They're smart with their money. Does this make sense? Because then when you're, even the shore house we're getting now, like, I'm not going to take on a mortgage for that thing. I just wouldn't. I don't want that pressure and stress. And as I look at my dad, and I'll see my dad today, I'm thinking, you know, for some of you, you just forget the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Like, there's one thing about me that you should know. I will never expect you to do anything I wouldn't do myself. What's up, Andrew? Lots of warriors, centurions in the house. What's up? I would never expect you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. Nothing. So if I tell you, like, when Rob and I started and we took out our American Express credit card, yeah, we were fucking brave. You know, when you talk about that burning the boats, Rob and I bought a software system that was $30,000 on a credit card. And then within weeks, we went from $500 a month in Yellow Page advertising to something like 30 or 40,000. Like that. You bet your ass there's no turning back. There's win or die. And a lot of people don't want to get in that position. They want to live. They're not willing to die to get it. They're not willing to go for it. And today you're watching, I love it today, because when I'm on social media and I see these companies now, they do plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, drain cleaning, plumbing, heating, cooling, electric. I'm like, fuck, Rob and I changed a whole industry. No one was doing that shit when we were doing it. We educated the world on it. How do I know? Because we were in an organization at that time which had a lot of the movers and shakers were in there, and we educated them on how fast we became the one-stop shop. Today, everybody's like, look at me. I'm a plumber, electrician, and we do HVAC. No shit. In Wikipedia, it should say Mike and Rob set the stage for that shit. We built it. We built it, and we build it today faster than ever. We get people to think, not because we had excuses, because of massive action that we took forward. Massive action. Look at how many people probably have, I mean, how many of you have something in your facility? Give me a sign right now. Something in your facility, you haven't sold it, it's sitting there, it's scrap metal, I don't know, Andrew has dog collars, who the hell knows what you got in there? But you have something right now that you own, home or at business, that you're not utilizing, and it's just sitting there. Shit, I got tons of shit. You want some of it? We got shit in our living room we haven't used in years. We're getting rid of this stuff. My wife and I are purging everything because I can't even stand to look at it no more. And it's just stuff. There's so much stuff. If you look at it, I bet I could just sell the shit in our living room and get a ticket to an event anywhere. Why? Because there's stuff all of us have that we accumulated that no longer has the value to us, but it had the value when we got it, that you want to get rid of. And by getting rid of that, you gain the ability, you gain the asset of dollars to apply in a smart way. The other thing is social media today. People tell me, they're like, yeah, Mike, I'm giving it everything I got. I'm going to do this and that. I said, really, you are? I look at social media and I don't even see you posting anything about your own business. How the hell are you going to give it everything you got? You're not even posting shit about your own business. And then I go to their LinkedIn page, and most of the time, I can't even find a LinkedIn page. I'm like, how the hell are you doing this? You don't even have a LinkedIn page. How are you doing this? You're not even posting on Facebook and LinkedIn. Crap, even if you don't know how to do it, like, you could go on Fiverr and pay someone $10 to do it for you. Like, there's no reason today. So it goes back to, it's not resources, and I think I heard Tony Robbins say this one time, it's not resources, it's being resourcefulness. Right? It's being resourcefulness. It's having the ability to be resourceful. All of us have resources. I am a big believer in that. Shit, if you're struggling that much, be a marketer for me. Go out there and tell people, hey, go here. I'll give you referral money. I'll give you a bit. Like, there's always a way to do it. Shit, if you want it that bad, fuck, come to my shop. I'll find work for you to do. Like, if somebody wants it that bad, they will always find a way for success. They will. It's when you say you want it that bad, but your actions don't demonstrate that. Your actions don't demonstrate you want it that bad. You say you do. You say you're doing everything, but you're not. You're not doing everything. How do I know? Because look, I do everything. I do everything I possibly can. My wife loves bartering. We should barter all that shit in our front room for someone to paint the mural you want or something. You know, but you got to listen to this, what I'm saying, because I know it sounds like fun motivation. No, it's not fun motivation. It's do something different today than you did yesterday. Like, do something different. We watched, and I don't know if it'll get pulled off, but there's a show on A&E that's, not Buy It and Sell It. It's, I don't know. What is it, babe? We watched it yesterday. It's either Keep It or Sell It type thing. What's up, Jamie Miller? And A&E reached out to me, somebody from their producer, and they said, hey, we're looking for somebody to be a host on the show as Save It or Sell It. Yeah. And so my wife and I watched it yesterday because the guy said, hey, before you're even interested in being a host on this TV show, then I want you to watch it and make sure it's something you like. And I know why they reached out to me, because one, I'm a little nuts and they don't have anybody nuts out there. Two, I'm a tattooed nut guy, so I'm pretty unique, right? So they're like, let's reach out to Mike. He's kind of like a three-headed zebra kind of guy. So I get it. But we watched the show, and me and my wife, we watched it while we were eating. I loved it because I was like, these people don't want to change. They do not want to change. The cool thing is my friend Charles Horton was in it, which I'm going to, when I'm up at the hospital, I'm going to send him an email today and say, what the heck, man, are you kidding me that you're in that? And the thing is, these guys are old and didn't want to change. They did not want to change what they're doing. And in the end, they sold it, which my wife and I both had bets they're keeping it. Because it was beautiful, and that thing was going to be a money-making machine. They already told them what they were going to do. They're going to bring food in. They brought a bar in it. Forget it. That thing was they sold it for $500,000. That thing's going to make millions of dollars now. And so I think it was a crazy move, but now thinking about it, not surprised. Change. That was so much change. Even though that change was so beneficial to them, they can't stand to look at it. Because all they can do is look at it. Yeah, Scott, the Sell It or List It is the home one, but they made one for businesses, which is Save It or Sell It, which is really cool. Which, if the show fits my lifestyle and me and my wife agree on that it makes sense, then we'll consider doing it. If it doesn't make sense, then there's not much more that I want to take on right now. I'm turning away speaking gigs right now. I'm even turning away some paid speaking gigs because I just don't, there's a certain amount I want and a certain amount I don't want. And right now, speaking gigs are great and I feel great. Samsung and these guys are going to pay me $20,000 for an hour. Really great. But then I'm like, man, I got to go for 2.5 days to get there. I got to go there. I'm sitting there thinking, I want to spend time in two areas, right? Like, I want to make sure it's really impacting someone's lives, like our warriors. Like, I want to invest in them, and I want to invest in my family. Like, I don't really have anything outside those two areas, Serve people, serve my family, that's it. So, but let's come back to what has to happen here. One, you have to be like mad dog brave, and you got to have mad dog energy. You got to go for it. You have to post on it. I mean, just follow my example. Majority of the posts going out there today are me on a Saturday morning or now or whatever, being just motivated enough to just say, I'm just going to blow it up. And if people don't want to see it, they'll erase it. They'll delete it. And that's okay. I'm not worried about what people think about what I'm doing. I'm worried about what I think about what I'm doing. Do you understand that? Stop worrying about what other people think about what you're doing. And you just worry about what you're doing. That's it. If you're good with it, you do it. Because today, it's so easy, people, to have problems. It's also easy to have solutions. Like, man, if I needed money today, I'm here, I'm parked because I'm gonna valet park. I'm going to pull up in a minute. But, like, I would be out here talking to everybody. Like, hey, are you know anybody needs electrical work? Like, I will give you a deal. I'll do it today. Like, because my rule of thumb was if you're not doing something that's making you money, you might as well do something even if it's making you less money. But you should be making money. You should be bringing in money in the doors. Because doing something's better than doing nothing. Think about it. I mean, think about it. I mean, you have to understand this momentum and this drive. You have to understand the underutilized assets you have, the stuff that's sitting around that you don't need. Extra vans, extra cars. One guy one time told me, he said, you know, I'm struggling this and that. Fucker had 3 Harleys. He had 3 motorcycles. I'm like, you're fucking struggling. You have 3 fucking motorcycles. Get rid of the motherfuckers. Keep one. Oh, no, I love all 3. Then make more money. Make more money then. I told him. And stop complaining. It's like the people that complain about the cost of gas. I got a solution for you. Make more money and you don't give a shit about gas went up $1. When you make more money, you don't worry about that stuff. Money is made by energy and going for it, pushing forward. You know, people that get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're home at 5 and they're like, I don't have enough money. You're not doing enough. You're not pushing enough. You know, yeah, I'm trying. Like and I'll leave you with this. I've been saying this for so many years. So if there's children around, hold their ears right now. If you're sensitive, hold your own ears right now. I'm like, one thing I've been telling my men that, you know, we had 200 employees at Gold Medal. And I've said this over and over and over again the last 24 years of being in that business. I said, one thing I don't do is I don't try. I don't try to wipe my ass. I do a good job every time. That's good for you to know. Like, I don't try to do it. You know what I mean? Because if you try and you don't do a good job, you're going to stink. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to do it. Like, do it already. Go forward and go for it like you've never went before. Because I'm going to get ready to pull up to this hospital now. And I'm going to check in. Valet. Thank God they can valet this big truck. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to go through the whole, give them the ID. And then I'm going to go up to my dad. And the whole thing I'm going to be thinking for all of you is this. For myself too. The clock's ticking. What do you want to do with every second of that clock ticking? And if it doesn't wow you, if it doesn't move you forward, if it doesn't compel, you should, like a lot of people say, like, I loved working. I still love. I don't even call it work. When I was an electrician out there and I was doing climbing in, I loved it. Now, yeah, I got beat up a lot of times, and not every job was great. But Rob will tell you, a lot of people I worked with, I loved it. I was great at it. I was the best in the world at it. It became boring for me. It became boring. You know, one more recessed light, one more electrical panel. I mean, damn, I had that stuff so dialed in, putting it in, but I loved it. I loved pulling the wires. I loved tackling, because I'm a solver. I'm a builder. I love solving those electrical problems. If you hate what you do, you should find a way to love it. Find a way to re-love it. Because when you inject passion back in yourself, and you say, you know what? Why did I go in this trade? What did this trade do me? What is this? What did this business give me? Like, this is what we are. A lot of us are guys that use hands to do stuff, and that's what we're made of. Some of you may not be that, but you better, and I will tell you, you're going to move forward more. You're going to move forward more with passion and power moving forward than complaining. Every day of the week, you're going to move forward faster with that passion and that power and that purpose. And if you don't have that, I will tell you, exercise number 1 today is get back and find your purpose. Purpose changes. Don't look for your purposes to move mountains. Just look for your purpose for tomorrow. What is your purpose today? Is it to serve a customer? Is it to serve a family? What is your purpose today? That's all I want you to get to. And if you could get to your purpose is to serve your employees and maybe move the needle in your business, or serve your customers is your purpose, or serve your daughter, your dog, I don't care. Like, just get that dialed in first. And then once you get that dialed in, your purpose, you'll become more powerful. The more powerful you come, the more passionate you'll be. All right, everybody, I'm at the hospital. I have to go in. Have a great day. Post below what you learned. Boom.